Hey, what's up, y'all? I want to welcome you guys back to my channel. As you can see, your boy's in the shop. Normally Mondays are my days off, but decided to come in here, take care of a couple haircuts, clean up things a little bit before the week starts. But in today's video, guys, I'm coming at you guys with another tutorial. I'm going to be doing a high to a mid ball fade on my boy Carson. He's growing out his hair right now, so I didn't touch any of that. And we're also going to be hitting him with a crispy edge up. I think the last time I saw my boy Carson was at the beginning of March, and it's damn near July now, so he came in here with a lot of hair. It was quite the transformation, so I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this one. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, go hit that subscribe button for me. And then also, if you like the video, go hit that like button for me too as well. And also, I really appreciate everybody that's subscribed and has been checking out my channel, checking out my videos. I really do appreciate it. And I'm just gonna keep on dropping videos for you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright guys, back with another tutorial. Like I said, we got my man Carson here. I haven't seen him in the last 3 months since the beginning of this whole quarantine and all. So his sides are growing out a lot. We're not going to touch the top. We're going to leave that alone. He's growing that out. I think that looks really dope. Normally he gets his hair cut about wavelength. So we're just going to leave that and let that rock out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so first we're gonna start by picking out his hair. When it comes to people with over curly hair texture, you wanna make sure their hair is picked out all the way. For one, it helps the clippers glide through their hair more smoothly. And then two, you don't wanna be pulling on their hair. You don't want any hair to snag onto the clipper. You wanna make this as pain-free as possible. Alright, so now I'm using my oyster topazes with my number 3 guard with the lever closed just to clear out bulk. As you can see, I'm not trying to make any lines. I'm not trying to dig into anything. I'm coming straight off the head. I'm starting at the bottom and then scooping out. This is just to kind of clear out the area, see what I'm working with, and also to build a little bit of shape before I get into the cut. So with my T-outliners, I'm gonna set my first guideline. Normally when it comes to these types of fades, I like to give myself enough room to work with. So I'm gonna start this first guideline right below his temple, right where his box ends, and I'm gonna work this all the way around his head. With my oyster topazes, I'm gonna go ahead and set my second guideline. I'm gonna make sure this is a 1/2 inch to 1 inch wide. And normally I work it all the way around the head, but for the video purposes, we're just gonna focus on this side. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm using smooth, consistent strokes. So now that I set that guideline, I'm gonna move the lever halfway. Normally I like to go from open halfway to close and then come back and play with that lever to buff out any remainder of that line. Now, when I first started cutting hair, this used to be one of the harder parts for me. I know I would always be afraid to play with that lever. I would think if the line didn't come out after I did it one time, I was lost. But now I know, just play with that lever. As long as you don't go above where you set that guideline, you should be fine. So don't be afraid, get in there and tack that line, knock it out. Now with my number 0 guard, I'm gonna make my third guideline, remembering to keep it at 1 inch to 1/2 inch wide and making sure it's smooth, consistent strokes. Now I got my 0 guard halfway. Now I got my clippers, no guard, lever all the way open, coming in, taking any residual line that's left over from my second guideline. With my number 1 guard, I'm gonna repeat the same steps. Lever open, set that guideline. I'm gonna go middle, close, and then come back and just try to refine it as much as possible. Coming back with my 0 guard, lever all the way open to clean up any line that's left behind. Remember, whatever you put the line in with is what you have to take it out with. So with my number 2, lever all the way open, I'm not gonna set a guideline with this one. I'm just gonna come off the head and scoop out and follow the natural shape of his head. And this is also gonna be the highest guard that I'm gonna be using for this process. So now we're coming with our number 1, lever all the way open to soften up this ridge and also to finish up my blending process. All right guys, for this side, I'm gonna speed things up a little bit. I'm gonna be repeating the exact same process that I did on the other side. So I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you guys watch. And I know I said this in the beginning of the video, but if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and hit that like button too as well. It really helps my channel out by you hitting that like button. It gets seen by more people. And you know, I'm trying to build this channel up right now. I appreciate everybody that's already been supporting, everybody that's been there from day one. It's only been 2-3 months, but I really do appreciate it. And also follow me on Instagram too. It's right there in the right-hand corner, excuse me, the left-hand corner. I don't know my left and my right, but it's gonna be down in the left-hand corner. So go ahead, give your boy a follow, check me out. You know, I post other content. You know, I ride my bike a lot. I do other things like that. So go ahead, check that out. Give your boy a follow. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks guys. Now back to the tutorial. Now guys, when it comes to fading, I used to make it so hard on myself. I used to think my system had to be so complicated. You know, I would look at some dudes, they would do all sorts of different types of things. And I just came to realize it's no one way to do a fade, you know, whatever works for you, works for you. And you know, I find this works for me. Sometimes I like to switch it up and do different methods, but stop making it hard on yourself, guys. Just figure out a system, stick with it. And over time, you can start to experiment with it, but whatever it takes to get that fade done, hey, do it. So now I got my magic clips and I'm gonna freestyle the side of this haircut with no guard, lever all the way closed. I'm just gonna take the clipper straight up off the side of his head, trying to catch any overhanging hairs that might be falling over. Now for his edge up, I'm gonna start in the middle, then work my way out. And down in the comment section, let me know if you guys would be interested in a tutorial on just how to do edge ups. I know in the beginning, edge ups were a little hard for me, and I know they could be a little bit tricky. So just let me know down in the comment section if that's something you guys would be interested in. Now, one thing I like to do when I'm doing my client's edge up is I like to face them towards the mirror. Sometimes when you're looking straight on, your eyes can deceive you, but when you face them towards that mirror, the mirror never lies. It'll show you if that line is straight or not. So that's one thing I picked up, and yeah, I just think that's a nice little nugget, something I definitely wish I would have known in the beginning. So I saw a little spot, so I went back with my clipper all the way open. Now guys, don't be afraid to go back and detail a little bit, you know. Not every fade comes out perfect that first time. And your clients really do appreciate it. I think they notice, well, I know they do notice those types of things. So I did forget to bring up that he did want a little cross design in the back. So with my silver FXs, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna come back with my razor just to make it a little bit more crispy. Now for the edge up, remember to always stretch that skin. Remember, you don't want to cut nobody. So stretch the skin, hold the razor at a 45-degree angle and smooth, consistent strokes. And yeah, you don't have to worry about cutting anybody. Now I'm just cutting any fly hairs or any loose hairs that I see on the side, just trying to get everything cleaned up, and then I'm gonna come back with my curl sponge and refine his curls on top and just bring this haircut all together. Doing my finishing touches. All right guys, so now we have the before. Now we have the after. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and like this video and be on the lookout for more content. And until next time guys, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace.